Whoa, it says I'm live. Well, here we go. Hi, folks. It's Vic, the Whisky Minister here. It's the 1st of December, and what's become a wee bit of a tradition now is me doing a drama day in December. Did it year before last, did it last year. Started off with a great plan this year to do 100 drams in 22. Failed absolutely miserably. I was really busy, just kept forgetting to do it, never had time to do it. But I am going to commit to doing a drama day in December like I did last year because my wonderful friends, Shelley and Alex and the guys at the really good whiskey company, sent me this amazing Ruby edition advent calendar, Scotch whiskey with the casks explorers. Now I've been working with Shelley and Alex for years now, doing blind tastings on the last Sunday in a month. They're really good to me, giving me samples and things. But they sent me up this fantastic advent calendar. So I am going to do it every day. Probably going to do it a little bit earlier than this each night. But I had stuff to do, places to be. Went out with my wife and her sister and my brother-in-law and had a fantastic Christmas high tea up at Brodie Country Fair. So, and then we had the church communion at 8 o'clock. So this is the only time I had to do this. So, hey, I'm gonna crack open my first one, see if anybody joins us later, and hopefully you'll watch through December. I've already had Willie and Woody saying I've really got to do this. I got to say hello to Davey. I'm sure this will smell of vanilla, Davey. He's been making fun of me most of the year about some of my comments. So really looking forward to this. Planning to do it every night, as I say. Got the old decorations out. Nunsy got the decorations out the other day for the shed while I was away down in Edinburgh. Just put them up just for you guys. So this is day one, and it's open. I'll just check. It is number one. It is indeed. And I'm gonna see what this is like. What have we got? So tonight we have got an Old Particular. That's the brand. It's an 18-year-old Ardmore. So it was distilled in 2003, bottled in 2001, and there was only about 310 bottles produced. So it's quite a rare dram. It's a cask strength. Starting off with a cask strength, nice. That's at 48.4. Ardmore, so it's going to be a wee bit peated, a Highland peated malt. I don't know if you know what Ardmore is. I think you can see it for the train if you're going for Elgin through Aberdeen. It's round about just past Huntly. You can see Ardmore. So that's round about there. But yeah, it's a Highland distillery, and this has been matured in a refill hoggy for 18 years. So it's very pale. So it's not a first fill hoggy. So there's probably not going to be a huge impact from the wood. It just depends how new or how tired that refill hoggy is. And so we'll see. But, not a huge amount of colour for an 18-year-old. I don't normally do the legs, but hey, it's the first night. We'll swirl it around in my really good whiskey company glass. You can see it there. Advertising for my wonderful clients. And I can't see a huge amount of legs, but then I don't normally put much on the legs. But let's hear nose. And there is that peat, but it's really quite subtle and mild. There's a little bit of woody notes on the nose, but it's quite strange in that it is peated, but probably not as much peat as you get on a normal Benromic. I'm not actually sure what the ppm of the malt is going into Ardmore, but I would suggest this is reasonably low peaty level. Not certain. There's a bit of fruitiness on the nose as well. Kind of remember those kind of foamy banana sweets you used to get as a bairn. Well, if you're Scottish, you'll remember that. It's kind of like that, but there's that woody and almost an earthy kind of note on it as well. Not musty, but kind of sandy soil kind of note. It's probably coming for the phenols as well. But hey, let's hear a taste. So here's to a great December, a good run up to Christmas, and if you're having a dram tonight, I hope you enjoy it. Slangy bar, here we go. Knock it back. Oh, I was going to say, there's not much going on there, but oh, when you swallow it, what a beautiful finish! Lovely light smoke, which wasn't there initially on the palate, and that smoke is just going on and on. But it's really, like I said, it's really quite subtle, really quite mild. That's lovely. Not a huge amount of other flavours going on in there. There's none of that wood notes that I was expecting. None of that earthy notes. But there's that fruitiness though on the nose. Let's have another sip. That's really nice. Very interesting dram. It's really quite thin in the mouth for an 18-year-old. I might maybe expecting something a bit bolder, a bit heavier, a bit more going on for an 18-year-old. But for a 48.4 and a peated whiskey, it's really gentle, really mild, and that's a lovely start to the Advent calendar. I believe it's about 120 quid a bottle, which, hey, I don't know, is that not too bad? If you want to spend that kind of amount of money on a dram, but I think this is really good, really pleasant. There's a little bit of toffee, a little sort of caramelly on the palate there, quite creamy, quite buttery bits, but not masses of amounts going on, but a very gentle, subtle. If you think you don't like peaty drams, that might be a nice one to try. A nice Ardmore. So I'll have a look and see what sort of peated levels on this or phenol levels in the malt. I'm not actually certain, but that's a really good start. So excellent start to my December with my Scotch whisky Advent calendar. It's nice and heavy at the minute, but that will get lighter and lighter as the days go on. That was an 18-year-old Ardmore. That's of the old particular brand. Very pleasant, very nice, and I really enjoyed that. So, have a good night. I will see you tomorrow. I'll probably do a little bit more decoration. This was done in a bit of a hurry after our church communion there. I'll maybe try and do something with my tree. But so we're on live again tomorrow night. Probably be a wee bit earlier. If you can join me, that'll be great. Love to see your comments on the page. So have a great night, guys. Have a good day tomorrow. I'm going to finish the rest of this and enjoy it. And I will see you tomorrow. Cheers, folks. Bye for now.